Hi everyone, this is a quick overview of your change plan. So you will be writing a 1,000 word change plan, and that's exactly what this is. This is a plan for a change. This is based on what you've witnessed within your practicum experience and something that you've identified. You may have talked with your preceptor about a change that needs to be made within that particular area of practice. So just kind of think about your experiences, what you have witnessed, what needs to be changed within that area, and that's what you will base your change plan on. So you will actually be diving into the literature and make sure that you use scholarly, peer-reviewed journals or reputable websites, no wikis, no WebMDs, no scholarly articles that may be from other countries that the information may not apply to your particular change because of differences in cultures and those types of things, practices in healthcare. So make sure that they're very valuable resources because you really need to dive into the appropriate literature for this particular change and make sure that you're looking at those peer-reviewed journals to get your information. So just kind of keep that in mind. And this particular assignment will be submitted through SafeAssign. So again, as always, make sure that you're citing your references appropriately within your paper and assuring that you're submitting original work and that you're paraphrasing if you're not using quotes. So just kind of keep that in mind, because we will be looking at SafeAssign and the appropriate citations of the paper in this particular assignment. So make sure that you're detailing the incremental steps for the change in your paper. You're going to be developing at least one goal. There may be more than one goal, and you'll be writing at least 4 SMART objectives. If you need to review on how to write those SMART objectives, just remember that in the document section of the course itself, there is information, kind of samples of the objectives, and under the objectives assignment, our very first assignment for this practicum. But you can refer back to that to get the structure again and just kind of review that. So, with that being said, you're going to start out with the challenge itself. You're going to provide an overview of the organization, the needed change, and the rationale. Why does that change need to occur, and why did you choose that change? So you're going to take a look at the background regarding that particular change. You're going to be looking at the literature involved in the process of what information is out there about this particular issue that you've identified, and some evidence to support the change that you are proposing. You will also be using a specific change model or process, and that could be Potter's, it could be Lewin's. There's a number of different change processes. You may even apply a quality improvement process. But make sure that you delineate the specific steps and how that correlates with the incremental steps of your change. So you want to correlate the changes that you're going to make with that particular process that you've chosen. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But there are steps to every model of the change, so you want to include what you will do in each one of those steps of the particular change model or improvement process model that you're using. So again, if you have any questions about that, let me know. But it's very crucial to have those skills to actually apply those evidence-based change models in practice, because again, that will set you apart from other folks as far as the effectiveness of you implementing change in practice, and it will set the stage for your particular change as you're doing your next practicum, because you're going to implement next time. So this is just kind of a practice run, thinking about how change occurs and how to apply that in practice. So what you're going to do is develop that very specific plan. You're going to talk about your goals, your SMART objectives. You're going to also design specific evaluation criteria. What does success look like for this particular project, and how are you going to measure that success? So you want to make sure that you have those metrics in place. As we alluded to earlier, you're going to do those steps of implementing the change and just a projection as far as the likelihood of change. And it's very okay to indicate that there may be barriers with the change as well. So make sure that you're outlining your process, that it's very systematic, that it makes sense as you're reading through your paper. At the very end, you want to kind of tie everything together, finish up with your conclusion for your paper, and as always, make sure that you're using your professional writing skills, and make sure that you're using appropriate headings throughout your paper, because again, that provides you structure and will help you to be successful in this assignment. So there are headings that you need to use listed here, so make sure that you use those headings. Again, this is a 1,000 word paper. You can go over that number. A minimum is 1,000 words, but again, focus on being very concise, so you don't want a massive paper. Make sure that you have all the information, but you don't want to go overboard, so to speak. So make sure that you apply APA guidelines as you're writing your paper, and always refer back to pages 177 for your in-text citations in the APA manual. 177. There's a table there that will help you with formatting your citations, and then also starting on page 198 of the APA manual, those are the examples as far as citations in the reference list. So just kind of keep those two pages in particular in mind. Make sure that you follow those guidelines. So if you have any questions, concerns about this particular assignment, let me know. Again, this is a change plan. This is something that you identify in your area of practice where you've been doing your practicum, what needs to be changed there, and you're going to develop a proposed plan for that particular change. So again, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I look forward to reading your plans.